Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.
It was a cold, gray morning in the city. Rainwater slid down the tall glass windows of the towering skyscraper, where Victor Carolyn sat in his office on the top floor. He was the kind of man people whispered about, a millionaire whose name carried both awe and fear. His empire stretched across real estate, shipping, and luxury hotels. But what he was most famous for wasn't his money, it was his ruthlessness. Victor didn't believe in kindness. In his mind, the world was a battlefield, and only the strongest survived. That's why, when he entered the office that day, seeing the cleaner, an older woman with tired eyes and worn shoes, mopping near his desk, his lips curled in annoyance. Her name was Anna. She had been working in the building for only 3 months, but everyone already knew her story. Widowed, a grown son who never visited, living in a cramped apartment on the edge of town. No savings, no luxuries, just enough money to pay rent and buy bread. Victor didn't care. To him, people like her were invisible. Until that morning. "Hey, you," he said sharply. Anna looked up, startled. She had never spoken to him directly before. "Yes, sir," she asked quietly. He leaned back in his leather chair, eyes narrowing. "I have a job for you. If you do it, I'll give you 3 million rubles." The mop froze in her hands. 3 million. It was more money than she could ever dream of seeing in her lifetime. Her heart pounded in her chest. What do you mean, sir?" Victor smirked. "It's simple. I need someone to deliver a package. No questions asked. No hesitation. You'll take it across the city and hand it to a man at the pier. Do it, and the money is yours. Refuse, and I'll find someone else." Anna's mind raced. She could pay off debts, fix her apartment, even help her neighbors. But something in his tone, the coldness, the way he avoided explaining, made her uneasy. "What's in the package?" she asked. "That's none of your concern," Victor said firmly. "All you need to know is that it's valuable. Very valuable." She looked at the small black box he pulled from his desk. It was heavy, too heavy for its size. She hesitated, clutching the mop handle tighter. "Why me? You have drivers, assistants, bodyguards." "Because," Victor replied, "nobody will suspect a cleaner." The room went silent except for the ticking of the clock. Anna felt as though the walls were closing in. She thought about her empty wallet, her unpaid bills, the winter coat she couldn't afford. 3 million rubles could change her life forever. But then, she thought about her late husband, who had always told her, if something feels wrong, walk away, no matter the price. Finally, she shook her head. "No, sir, I can't do it." Victor's eyebrows shot up. "What?" "I said no. I don't want your money. I don't know what's in that box, but I can feel its trouble. And I've had enough trouble in my life." Her voice trembled, but she didn't look away. Victor stared at her for a long moment, as if trying to decide whether she was brave or simply foolish. Then, without warning, he laughed. It wasn't a kind laugh, more like the sound of someone who had just been proven wrong in the most unexpected way. "You know," he said slowly, "every single person I've offered this deal to has said yes. Every single one. Some took the package. Some didn't even ask what was inside. But you," he shook his head, almost smiling. "You're either the smartest person I've met, or the most stubborn." Anna's heart still raced, but she stood her ground. "I'm just someone who wants to sleep at night without wondering if I've done something terrible." Victor leaned back, his eyes glinting with a mix of curiosity and respect. "You're not who I thought you were." He opened the black box in front of her. Anna's breath caught. Inside wasn't gold, or jewels, or drugs. It was a stack of legal documents. At the top was a property deed, for a small house on the outskirts of Moscow. "I was testing you," Victor said. "The package is real, but the delivery was never dangerous. I wanted to see if you'd take the money without asking questions. Most people would. But you refused. You chose your conscience over cash." Anna blinked in disbelief. Why test me?" Victor sighed. "Because I need someone I can trust. Someone honest. Someone who can look at temptation and still walk away. He slid the deed toward her. This house is yours. No strings. And I'll triple your salary starting today. If you'll keep working for me, that is. Anna's knees felt weak. I don't know what to say. Say yes, Victor replied with a rare smile. For the first time in years, Anna felt tears of joy in her eyes. She had walked away from 3 million, and somehow, she had gained more than she could have imagined. And Victor, the man known for his cold heart, had just learned that not every deal is about money. Some are about finding the one person who can